So why do I say that TubeBuddy for YouTube sucks? Now I will get into all of that in a little bit, and I just have to say that I do realize that this video would probably cause a bit of controversy, and that's okay. There are some big boy YouTubers who all recommend TubeBuddy. I mean, I get it to a certain extent. I mean, people want to make affiliate commissions, and on the surface, a tool like TubeBuddy does sound epic. I mean, it's free to an extent. It automates a ton of stuff, which is super dangerous, and I'll cover that as well. It does keyword research, which for the most part would be the topic of this particular video, and so on. Now, that being said, I don't really care for the and so on part, because there are some sections or some tools or some areas of TubeBuddy that does save time, and so on. And so on. But as I mentioned before, the topic of this video is TubeBuddy Keyword Research for YouTube. And I'll give you a hint before we get to the good stuff. It's horrible. And yes, I welcome the hate. So what you might not know about me is that unlike 99% of all the online marketers out there, I actually have integrity, and I would never recommend anything just for the sake of making an affiliate commission or making money or stuff like that. And this goes for all of my content. And so that being said, I will be removing TubeBuddy as a recommended resource on all of my courses, my resources, and my videos. So this video isn't meant to be all drama, but there are a few things that I feel you need to be made aware of when it comes to TubeBuddy. For instance, their support is horrible. I mean, really horrible. So let me show you an example. Now, while TubeBuddy has a rank tracker, it has famously been hit and miss, and so when I approached TubeBuddy about this problem, they arrogantly just told me that they are right and I am wrong. Nice one, TubeBuddy. What a way to win and maintain clients. Now, by the way, use a free tool called Rapid Tags instead to see exactly what your video is ranking for. The link will be in the description. Now, before I get into the nitty-gritty details, remember I told you that TubeBuddy automates a bunch of different things and just how dangerous it is? Well, to give you an example, one of their features called canned responses, it's basically just an automated way to reply to bulk comments, got a channel of mine banned. Straight up banned for spam. And this all just because I used the feature of theirs to make my life easier. And I got rewarded with a banned account. Lovely. And also their A/B split testing is just dangerous. I don't know why people keep recommending it. I mean, it's fine for things like your thumbnails, but when it comes to titles, descriptions, and tags, if you keep chopping and changing your titles, descriptions, and your tags on your videos, guess what's going to happen? You're going to confuse the algorithm, and YouTube is basically just going to reset everything, and you're just going to go back to square one. And if you don't believe me, take one of your popular videos, a video that's doing well. Chop and change the title every so often over the course of the next 1 to 3 months. See what happens and let me know what your findings are. Alright, so my little rant is over. So let me show you exactly why using TubeBuddy for your YouTube keyword research is the worst thing that you can do, and what I recommend you do instead, which is in any case way cooler. Right, so I'm going to use a video of mine that's ranking for over 50 keywords currently. It could be more, I just kind of stopped counting. And so anyway, let me jump into YouTube and I'll show you exactly what I mean. So first of all, note that I'm logged in because you can't get the weighted scores within TubeBuddy if you don't have an account. Right, so let me use an example of PayPal holding funds. Now, according to TubeBuddy, you can expect in the region of around 15,000 or so searches per month. Sounds great, but now note that I rank number 1 for this term, and using Google's SEO statistics, only because we don't really have much to go by with YouTube, we can probably conservatively expect to get around 33% or so of the traffic ranking number 1. So that means that theoretically I should be getting in the region of around 4,800 or so views per month just from that search term alone. In reality, I only got 86 views with a number 1 ranking video for the month of October. And my thumbnails aren't exactly the worst in the world, because yes, I know that thumbnails do play a part as well. So 86 views from 14,800 apparent searches is around 0.5%. That's quite a big difference. Now I want you to keep that in mind while we dig further. Another example is PayPal Money Hold, and this keyword is even more competitive with more searches. Again, I'm ranking number 1 here, and if we use the earlier example, I should be getting around 5,700 views per month. And so these two keywords alone theoretically should net me around 10,000 views per month, not even taking into consideration all the other keywords I'm ranking for. For this keyword, I got a whopping 407 views in October, which is around 2.3% of the apparent searches. Again, massively skewed data. Awesome. So you with me so far? So let's look at the analytics data of this video and make some comparisons. So this particular video has been up since the 1st of August, and that's around 3 months. Now I want you to remember this, as we'll get back to that in just a moment. So the top 8 keywords alone, according to TubeBuddy, should have netted me at least 25,500 views per month using our 33% search to click ratio. And that's being conservative. But hey, guess what? This video currently sits at around 15,000 views, which equates to around 5,000 views per month, which again is a significantly different number. Now lastly, and this one's a pretty huge one, the search term PayPal apparently gets searched around 263 million times per month. That is a massive amount of searches. So let me show you something interesting. The number 1 video on YouTube for the term PayPal has been up for almost 2 years. But can you guess how many views this video has? Only 400,000 views. That's a mere 17,000 views per month from a keyword that supposedly gets 263 million searches per month. I want to know the percentage difference? 0.0065%. Impressive, huh? Not really. Why people don't talk about this is just beyond me. Here's why I bring this up. First of all, I don't want people who are new to YouTube or who are just getting started to get discouraged when massive corporations like TubeBuddy and vidIQ et al. Make them a bunch of false promises. So many people buy into what TubeBuddy says and promises, only to be disappointed. It happens all the time, not even to mention their absolute arrogance. We're the best and you don't know anything. So I want to end off this video by giving you my suggestions for doing proper research and what I've been using to help rank my videos across all my channels so very well. So method 1 is to simply use what YouTube shows you. Start by typing the keyword and look at what gets suggested to you by YouTube. These are all the most popular keywords that people are searching for, and you know it's worth looking into if it gets suggested. Add letters of the alphabet to help you come up with different terms. You could also use Google Trends, just make sure that you select YouTube. That's it, super simple, and it doesn't cost you a cent. So method 2, and the method I personally use and recommend, is a piece of software called Morning Fame. It's independently developed and owned by a guy called Nico, and he's a super nice dude as well, by the way. The cool thing about Morning Fame is that when you do keyword research, it takes both the suggested keywords I mentioned earlier, as well as Google and Google Trends into account. It then rates it on a scale of 0 to 100, and it shows you the competition based on subscribers, views, likes, comments, and the relevance of the different videos. But what's also nice is it takes the strength of your YouTube account into account as well. So no predicted monthly search nonsense, just honest data that makes sense. There's just so much more to this incredible tool that I would need to make a completely separate video just to go through it all. So let me end off by saying that you'd be making a massive mistake thinking that TubeBuddy is the answer to your keyword research problems in YouTube. Their numbers are skewed, and to cover themselves, here's what they say. Overall score, search volume, competition, optimization strength, and most used tags are all proprietary TubeBuddy calculations and not retrieved directly from the YouTube API. Now, I'd much rather support smaller developers who have your best interest at heart and who actually care about helping you through their support. So go Morning Fame. Just a quick disclaimer, Morning Fame does require an invitation code. It basically acts as an affiliate code, but the difference is the affiliates do not actually get paid money for recommending Morning Fame. By recommending Morning Fame, the only benefit that we get is we get to use the full suite of software at no cost. depending on the amount of people that we refer. So you know that the people who actually refer Morning Fame, they actually use the software and believe in the software because it actually works. Not just to make money off unsuspecting folk. I mean, just ask Brian G about it. And as always, subscribing helps me help you, and so help me help you. Stay awesome.